All right, we've got the GMC 88 GMC7000 with the big block 366. I'm gonna do a cold start today. It hasn't been started in about a month or two. Just charged up the battery and dropped it in right now. I haven't tried to start it yet. I don't know how much smog you have in your engine, but I removed a bunch of the smog pulleys and pumps that were up here. There was a big one on this side and another one on the other side. It made it almost impossible to work on, and it wasn't running that good. So I took them out and took a bunch of the smog stuff off. I opened up that air cleaner up on top and got all the black like charcoal that was out of it. And it seems to run really good now. It's got a double bucket on it. I had one viewer asked to do a little walk around. It's got several boxes on it. Tons of room. Has 4 outriggers. Sticks to deploy the outriggers are right here for this side. One in the front, one in the back. It's got a crane on it. A hoist. It's run by hydraulics up there. It's pretty nice. Can lift up a lot of stuff. That's what the back of the chain area looks like. Outrigger inspection panels. Here's the outrigger deployment on this side. Same thing, a bunch of boxes on this side. It's got some controls over here. You can operate the boom from the platform. The buckets rotate in and out. This is an original service truck from PG&E, so they did a lot of work together in the dual buckets. This is an option to start the bucket, start the truck on and off from up here. These are the controls to operate the boom when you're up in it. And my ropes for my safety. Otherwise, that's about it. Huge spare tire. Let's go around and try to fire this thing up. It's got a rigger platform right here and right there. Leave a bunch of plywood for stacking on under the outriggers. It's got a manual choke. So this is the dual lock. It's hooked up to the hydraulic brake system, so when you pull this and press it on, it'll lock all your brakes and hold them. It's for when you want to use the boom. That is disabled. The throttle control operates a small actuator on the throttle, and it'll hold a high idle. Regular lights, windshield wiper, this button down here operates the blinking sirens. This enables the manual control up at the bucket to start it. And then here's the choke. It's got the split rear end feature for high and low. It's got reverse, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Give you all the shifting patterns here. Tells you you're responsible for this. The folded height is at least 12 foot, 8 inches. Hours meter, volts, oil pressure, temperature. It's at 80,000 miles. It's give it a whirl. Make sure it's in neutral. It's got an electronic fuel pump, which we should be able to hear. All right, I can hear it. Let's do, seems like half choke. Just gonna start it with half choke and see how this goes. All right, give that a second. Maybe try full choke. Let's try no choke. Well, she did a little something there. This battery may not be the strongest. It's sunny out, but it's freezing, and the battery had been sitting here for about a month. I have a feeling she wants to go though. She had a little pop to her. Let's feel out that spot about right there, I think. Try a few pumps with no gas. All right, she wants to go. Take your time with these old trucks. Treat them right, they'll treat you right, but they're like trying to get somebody up out of bed in the morning that doesn't want to get up. All right. She'll catch on here. This is where you really have to have the patience. You get excited, you want to start it. Battery's borderline dying, you want to just crank it over, but you know what I learned is if you give this truck just a little bit of time, let that gas seep down there, let everything get kind of pumped up, she'll probably fire up. Gotta take your time with it. Good. Choke for a second, let her floffle out, hold her at about 1.5 and back her down. So that's the low idle. She's idling without any choke on right now, so that bull gauge looks a little low, but these gauges aren't exactly right. I know this battery charges up. hit the switch and you'll see the gas pedal move. It'll kick it into high idle. It's the mode I kind of like. Let's go jump out and check out the motor. For the boom is right here on the bottom, that red knob. So what you do is you push the clutch in and then engage this knob. Let it out slowly, it'll start driving the pump. Hear the surge on the motor. So now the hydraulic pump is engaged. I'll usually kick it up to a high idle. Starting to whir a little bit, maybe we'll just let it warm up. Start the vehicle up and get some of your fluid pumping around, even if you're not using the boom truck every day. Just to keep things circulating. Try this side out over here. And I'm not cracking them full, I'm just letting that pump just kind of push some fluid around. Get some of this fluid I'll usually go through all of the hydraulics. Now, it's got several different levers. If you hit this lever here, you'll notice that the sound will change. So now that just got power transferred up to the platform. And so now the platform's activated. And if I want to activate the boom up on top, I've got to hit that switch out there. Ground to bucket. And then I'll have the boom function. So when you get up in the bucket, you come down off of there and hit the platform lever, and then you come down here and hit this one. And then you're back to doing your outriggers. So anyway, that's a walk around the boom truck. I'm gonna disengage the hydraulics right now. And so now that's just all motor.